Hello, champion. It's been a few nights, hasn't it? And you've been off to sleep so promptly, one might almost think you wanted some midnight company. I was going to leave you to your thoughts, but earlier today, you and your party did it. Crossed through the old, cold mountain pass, out into this. And what kind of host would I be if I did not greet you properly? Welcome, champion. Welcome to my lands. What do you think of the view? Oh, you think your queen did this? Turn these once fertile fields below you into salt and ash. You give your people far too much credit. No, not my work either. I do flatter myself I've accomplished quite a lot in my few short years on the throne, but not even I could have accomplished this devastation. Your people wonder how I consolidated my power so quickly. Look what just a half a decade of civil war and turmoil did to us. Greedy little lords with no chance of victory, but plenty of excuses now to enact their petty vengeances to their neighbors for generations of slight. And the devil take the poor farmers in the way who need those fields to feed themselves. Funny thing, all their little dress-up soldiers were peasants and farmers themselves. It was so easy, champion, to get people to see things my way. I barely had to use dreams at all. Yes, I said my lands. Why? Oh, yes. This whole continent is mine, or will be. But, we always have a soft spot for home, don't we? Like you do for yours. That's right, your beloved peasant orphanage. It does have a certain rustic charm. How did I know about this place? You dream about it all the time. It's very charming. Still standing, my generals tell me. We got it marked out very carefully on our map. A few more weeks of battle, though. Who knows what might happen? Sid. Like I said, you've been making a point of timely sleep schedule. Do I flatter myself again, or is there something you wanted to discuss? Perhaps you don't want to wait until you reach my stronghold to give me your answer, that you'll accept a place at my side and as my consort. You're considering it? Well, I should hope so, champion. Really, I should make an example of you, but your hand in marriage would solve a lot of my problems. It would end this war without further unpleasantness neither of us really wants. You want me to make you an offer? I think my offer is very clear. Marry me or die. You think I should convince you that I'm a better choice than death? You ungrateful peasant, I offer you to spare you from my sword's edge and being sold off like livestock to some inbred noble, and you want to sit here and quibble over the marriage contract like farmers counting cattle? What does that mean? I'm not the first person to look at an orphan and see nothing but a body and no friends. You learned that here from your orphan kid. Oh. A lot of those grasping, greedy farmers come by the orphanage, looking for strong backs, maybe pretty faces, too, to work their fields and warm their beds. Your precious orphan keepers weren't as naive as I thought. All right, champion. I guess we're negotiating. What does a peasant orphanage turned heir to the throne want? What? No, I'm not going to slit your throat after our wedding night. What do you mean? Then what do I expect after the wedding? After the wedding, then we're, you know. Yes, married. Okay, I don't know what a consort does. Whatever you want, as long as you don't cause me trouble, I don't care. No, your title would be consort. I don't share power, and you don't want power anyways. You shudder away from the thought. It's one of the most delightful things about you. Oh, you liked that, didn't you? Wait, are you fishing for compliments, champion? Is that what you were looking for in our marriage? Someone do. Stroke your hair back like this and whisper in your ear how very, very pretty you are. How clever. How brave. A mind like a beacon, a soul like a river, and a body I cannot wait to get my hands on. Careful there, champion. What would those wary orphan keepers say if they knew just a touch to your face and a few lovers' whispers could melt you to a puddle beneath me? I'm not lying. I do hunger for you, champion. The magic wants you like nothing it's ever wanted before. Hey! No, I'm not going to feed you to my magic after our wedding night either. If you don't want me to court you with sweet words or tumble you in the hay, you're going to have to give me at least a hint of what you're looking for from me to seal this bargain. I told you the truth. You're my path to claiming your kingdom. You're very fast to accuse me of lying. All right, fine. Yes, I did say I had problems that taking you would solve, not just the throne of your own kingdom. You want to know it all? So be it. Your orphan keepers taught you how to farm, fish, and find a partner. What did they teach you about the science of momentum? No, I didn't think so. Momentum is the word for... How do I put this? Imagine a rock, a heavy one in a field. It would take a great deal of effort to move it, wouldn't it now? But imagine that same rock on the side of a hill. It starts moving down the slope, and now you have the opposite problem. It wants to keep moving. Until it crashes to the bottom, yes, unless it finds some other path, a softer slope, a different incline. I knew about Rinthan's prophecy, a dark power rising, a deadly enemy emerging in our midst. Everyone knew about Rinthan's prophecy. When times were easier, we laughed. But when our royals died with no heir, when our lands fell into chaos, I was, arguably I still am, just a rejected child of a minor house, noticeable only for my cursed blood. I needed something to rally the people to me, to make them believe. Do you know how very easy it is to put yourself at the center of a prophecy when you have unfiltered access to the dreams of every wizard, cleric, and would-be prophet in the world? There's holy men and women on other continents still having nightmares about me, just in case. Of course, that wasn't all it took. God, you don't want to know what... It wasn't all it took, but it was enough to give me the edge. To knock the first pebble over, then the next, and then the next. Yes, and now the rock is rolling down the hill. I'm the villain, the killer, the unstoppable lord of lies and nightmares, with a little witch fire and a lot of hungry soldiers to feed. Something interesting about the mercenaries. You can pay them to take territory, but you cannot pay them to hold it. Not enough glory, not enough plunder. You have to keep pushing outward. The rock is accelerating. And then when my witchfire hit some measly little peasant soldier and melted, you were supposed to die. I knew if I set myself up as the false monster, they'd find a false champion to send against me. That was the beauty of choosing Rinthan's prophecy. I could kill their champion and still be triumphant. What kind of lousy prophecy doesn't promise victory to the side of good? It was going to be too easy. But then, instead of some priggish knight, some weak-willed noble, they chose you. And I find myself in need of a incline, a soft place to land. Cannot stop the story, not without destroying the belief I have built around myself, but I can give the story a twist, capture my nemesis, but still fall, take you as my consort and show of power, but let you... What's the opposite of corrupt? Domesticate me. No. That's not. Redeem me, that's it. Just a little at first. Spare your people as a wedding gift. Start committing odd bursts of mercy. Let your name bubble up more often than it should. Let them hear me speak too tenderly about my war prize. By the time the criers announce we're expecting our first child, my people will be ready to see their leaders swivel inwards, fortify the borders, and strengthen our infrastructure. Turn my attention from conquest to dynasty, darkness and light, lies and faith brought together in an unlikely but happy union. The peasants are going to eat it up with a spoon. Oh, there will be children. This won't work without issue between us. The promise of a future, the final bind of you and me. You don't see it, do you? It's disappointing. I'd hoped it was too much to hope for. In this, you are still nothing like me. You asked how I did it, how I took my power. Do you really want to know? My ability with dreams, my witchfire were invaluable tools, but my real power has always been right in front of you. I can see the future. No, not like Renthen or these other drug-addled mages that try to follow in his footsteps. Dreams are lies. No one knows that better than me. No, I see the real future, as solid as a boulder on a hillside, as tangible as the first rock I had to tip over. And the moment that you took on that title that wasn't yours, a burden that wasn't yours, I saw exactly the shiny little pebble I could spin the whole course of history around. Are you trying to run from me, champion? In a dream? Now, this is unbecoming. Just when you were doing so well, thinking so clearly. Stop fighting me. What do I have to do to convince you? You miss your orphanage. We'll find you some hobby farm. Somewhere south. Not an actual farm, of course, but we can find some minor castle with orchards and fields and a stream where you can teach our children to swim. I will, of course, be preparing them for their future as rulers, but you will give them the childhood you had. This is the future of our continent, of our people, of us. I wish you could see it. I'd hoped you could see it, but you can't. So you're just going to have to trust me, or don't. I'm not asking you, champion. I'm telling you. Oh, champion, you haven't figured it out yet. This was never a negotiation. I just needed to keep you in here, in your dreams with me, while my best guards took out your friends. Stop it. Stop that. Calm. Relax. I told them to take your party alive. You think I'd throw away leverage? Champion, enough. You really believed you had a chance against me? That I would really permit you to make your little plans, walk up to my keep and what? Call me out? That I'd face you in some kind of honorable hand-to-hand combat? This right here is where you end up when you face me. History is moving, and to put this as simply as possible, there is no path where you win. I am offering you one way, the only way, up off your knees, and that is to join me, willingly. I would prefer it, but please believe me, consort dear. This only ends the way I want it to. It always does. It always will. Get that into your stubborn little head before you make your decision. That's time then. It's done. You'll forgive me, champion, but as valuable as you aren't my only piece to move across the board tonight. I'll leave you to your sudden change in circumstances to think things over, but make up your mind quickly. We'll be seeing each other in person very soon. Wake up.